Christ is in our midst.
He is in our midst.
I have no life, no light, no wisdom, no joy, except in thee, Lord. Is the words of our Father in the faith, the great Sophrony. To have no light, no wisdom, no joy, no life, except in thee. These are words not just of a great ascetic. These are words not just of a profound theologian. These are the words of a man who's experienced life and has come to the end of it and has understood that none of the fleeting enjoyments of life, not fame, not pleasure, none of these things, not even the light of his own intellect, was sufficient to bring him life, to bring him joy, to bring him wisdom. Saint Sophrony, being a man of his time, pursuing the high things of culture, art, society, philosophy, and recognizing that these things are vain, ultimately vain, not because he failed, not because he wasn't acknowledged and so needed to find something else, but rather turning away from success as an artist, turning away from the acknowledgement of others, realizing the emptiness of it. And more importantly than all this, finding fulfillment, finding purpose, finding love, finding God. The elder teaches us that our life is bound not just in moral practices, but our life is bound in hypostatic love, meaning that our love is personal. Our love cannot just be aimed at wanting to be better, because that's an abstract concept. Our love and our life cannot just be aimed at attaining some sort of vague abstract concept like, I am a well-known painter, I am a carpenter, I am a teacher. Because all of these things are only aspects of experience. The height is to be found in love, in communion with a person, with Christ. And with being Christ, with being in love with Christ, we can begin to love all men. And this is the hallmark of really his teaching, is that if we are abiding in him, then we can do all things. And what that means is our hearts will desire the things that are possible. Our hearts will desire the things that will bring us union. In the gospel today, the Lord says, ask and it will be given to you. But we must abide. What does it mean to abide? It doesn't simply mean just to be with, but it means to be together, to be joined with. Our life in this world, our life in the church, is a life of a continual moving closer. We find more and more of our desires stripped away from us. And this is the struggle, because that stripping away is exactly what you want God to do. But it is also exactly the same thing that you are kicking against. That feeling of frustration you get, that resistance you feel, that is God pulling not just on you, but pulling away these layers. What are we to do? we're to recognize the love. That the love of God is a love that transcends all things, including our own understanding. And this is why we must abide. Because we need to see him as he is. Not as we want him to be, but truly as he is. And so what that means is the sin that you are engrossed in, the failure that you feel you cannot overcome, that place of satisfaction that you feel you just cannot reach, it is only by abiding in him will those things be made possible. Only by being in union with him, desiring the things that he desires, humbling yourself, we'll be able to overcome that sin. We'll be able to be satisfied. We'll be able to love. The elder has much to teach us, and we've only scratched the surface. Generation upon generation until the Lord comes, we'll be reaping good fruit from his teachings. I pray that we here will also be accounted worthy to reap good fruit from the teachings of the elder. That fruit being that we as a people will actually be abiding in Christ. And that the love of Christ will be so evident amongst us that no sin, no darkness, no alienation will hinder us from the resurrection. For the prayers of Saint Sophrony, Lord Jesus Christ our God, have mercy on us and save us.